Hi there, Josh Sternin-Moser with JCSM Fit. This is my first YouTube video. Alright, so what I'm going to be addressing in this video is IT band syndrome, iliotibial band syndrome. Here in LA, the LA Marathon is upon us soon. It's coming up Sunday, and we've got slews of runners who are probably complaining about lateral pain in their knee, on the lateral side of their knee. What they'll call IT band syndrome. IT band syndrome is sort of a catch-all phrase for any pain on this lateral side of the knee up through the lateral side of the leg here. But what we're going to learn is that there's something a little more complicated than that. And usually this is a pretty safe principle that usually when you have pain in an area, unless you had some direct trauma to that area, it's most likely that the pain isn't being produced from that area. It's coming from somewhere else. It's presenting in that area. So this first video is going to be about how to deal with some of that pain. The second video will be how to fix it. First video, pain video. So we've got our trusty lacrosse ball right here. If you don't have one, you can use a tennis ball, but really you'll get a good effect from having something as firm as this lacrosse ball. They're cheap on Amazon. They're like $1. Get one, get two, please. If you have any pain, you're going to need one of these for these myofascial release exercises. So what we want to do for this IT band pain is we want to create as much slack as we can surrounding the joint, in the tissue surrounding the joint. So the pain is here, the inside of the knee. It's this crushing pain. It feels like this knee's being crushed inward. It's very, very excruciatingly painful. What we want to do is work on the tissues upstream and downstream of the joint to create slack and loosen this up. So the hot spot areas that you want to work on are going to be, one, your TFL, your tensor fasciae lata, which inserts on, which you think of as like hip flexor right here, right? And this inserts to the iliotibial band itself, that long myofascial sheath that goes into the knee. So first trigger point we're going to want to work on is this TFL right here, high hip area on the lateral side. You're going to take your ball, you're going to get on top of that lateral side of the hip. You know you'll have found the spot when it's very painful. And you want to ease into that. And as for all these myofascial trigger point exercises, we want at least holding on that point, that hot spot, for at least 30 seconds. I really recommend up to 2 minutes to get a real good release effect. So we're going to hold on that point and even rock back and forth a little bit to smash those tissues. Second trigger point area we want to work on, the quadriceps. Specifically, let me show you right here, what's known as the VL, the vastus lateralis muscle, which sort of comes on the diagonal side of the quadricep right here and inserts into this knee. This becomes very overactive. A lot of people think of this as their TFL, but this is, as their IT band, but this is actually the VL muscle. So we want to find that spot right there. It's probably going to be painful, it's going to be tight. We want to get on top of it just like we did in the last one. And we're going to ease into it, ease into the tissue, get that nice and deep, breathe, and if it's not too painful, let's see if I can get around on the right side here. If it's not too painful, we also want to floss the tissues by lifting and releasing the leg. And we put our weight on it, and that's going to floss the tissue of the VL over the lacrosse ball a little better to get a better release effect there. So so far we're hitting the TFL at the top here. We're hitting the quadriceps, specifically this VL, this vastus lateralis, And excuse me for a second, let me get a chair. We also are going to want to work with the hamstring complex. Let's see if I can lift this camera up a little bit. Get on a chair. You're going to take your lacrosse ball, you're going to put it underneath your thigh and get in this high hamstring slash inner thigh adductor sort of area. And you're going to give your weight to that ball, find that trigger point where it's most painful. Again, at least 30 seconds. I'm going to say 2 minutes. Really go for it. Set a timer, go to town, smash back and forth on that ball, backwards and forwards. And to progress it, you can even, very painful, lift your leg up, bring it down to floss those hamstring tissues over. So, that's it for myofascial release work for the pain of IT band syndrome. Next video, I'm going to show you some corrective exercises to actually work on fixing what's causing it. For now, do these exercises. You know, if you got that pain, do them daily. Really put the time into it. You'll get out of it whatever time you invest into it. All right, this is Josh with